Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy P, also known as Captain P67. Just wanted to make a quick video for a couple of things in regards to rank and low elo, high elo, stuff like that. But at the same time, I am on controller PC lobbies. So I have been asked a few times like what my sense is, what I'm working on. I am in a Diamond 3 at the moment. So I'll probably just do a quick like couple of tips and tricks if you want to like level up, whether you're on controller or you're on PC, but just getting at a basic what they call a elo help. I've got a few diamond wins up and then I've lost, gone back down, so it does happen. But just going off the bottom basically. First of all, if you are trying to rank up and level up in solo queue, just give you a bit of like history of my game just today, for example. Don't be negged out in any way, shape or form with these lobbies. I mean, if you're just going off a couple of my games, I went 34-1 and we won, 10-1 and we lost, 43-8 and we still lost, 13-3 we lost, and then on average I would go like 24 here, 44 here, 38. Now I'd say first probably tip of the day is try and stay alive, even if you got bad healers on your team, or you want to call them supports. Even if they're not healing you and you got bad positioning per se, just work on your positioning and work on staying alive. Number one. Not only will it make you a better player, give you a better understanding of the game. I played with some players where they try and talk like they got a lot of kills, but they've had a lot of deaths. Every time you're dying, that means the other team can feed. It gives them ults. So if you're dying a lot less and you're like very good at staying alive throughout most of your games, you're actually more of a benefit to your team. But if you're one of those players that likes to try and play aggressive but keeps feeding the other team deaths, you're the problem. You need to do better. Just an example on this one, I went 38-3, so 38 kills, only had 3 deaths. Prior to that, I had 26 kills and 4 deaths, 23 kills and 1 death. My highest game is 45 kills and 0 deaths. I posted a few on my YouTube already just to give you some sort of gameplay. I've basically showed the whole gameplay if it's a non-death kill, so you can see how I played the whole match if that helps you in any way, shape or form. And on top of that, like again, 24-5 here. I mentioned some of the defeats, which is fine. You are going to have a couple of losses, but again, I've run into lobbies and you probably feel the same way where you haven't even started the match and you got people crying either on the voice chat. I had a game today, we haven't even started, we needed 2 healers, and for no reason we've already got 2 DPSs put in and a tank. So the other person had a choice. What did they go and pick? They picked DPS. Oh, I'm not going healer. I've had change 4 times today. Crying, like, you know what I mean? And they were the worst player in the team, the most toxic player. So just don't get negged out in whatever you do. So yeah, tip number 1 I'd say is just keep your deaths low regardless. Whatever situation you're in, whoever you're playing with and idiots, you are going to get them from time to time in your games, but just don't let it neg you out. Number 2, like pretty much follow what I'm saying. Just don't get negged out. It's obviously, you can get easily frustrated. I went from Diamond, then I had 7 games in a row where people threw and disconnected, and I went all the way back to Platinum, and then from Platinum I actually went back to Gold from people throwing and being so bad at the game. And then, I've solo queued everything, so I went all the way back up to Diamond again. So I'm not a quitter, I don't quit, I just make adjustments and get better personally. So yeah, I'd say tip number 2, just don't get negged out. No matter where you are, if you want to get up in the rankings, it is going to take some work. You are going to have ups and downs. You can win some good games, you can lose some good games, you know what I mean? So it happens. But if you want to play and get up in the ranks, if that's your goal, then I definitely recommend doing that. Me personally, I just wanted to be a controller player, going through to PC lobbies, just as a little tester and working my way to Diamond. That was my first goal. Obviously, I'll probably be working towards Grandmaster if I can next, if I can spend a bit more time on the game. I am streaming multiple games as well. So I'd say tip number 2, just don't get negged out and try your best. Now, tip number 3, I'd say very, very, very important. Me personally, I do play multiple characters. I am a Lord on the Moor, but I also can play like Psylocke, Winter Soldier, Punisher. Like, I am mainly a DPS, but if I've had to heal, I've had to heal. I don't play healer per se, but if I have to fill, I'll fill. And what I definitely recommend is if you go into any ranked matches, I mean, you probably heard it as well, but I've heard hundreds of times, I don't play this, I don't play that. Like, you're stupid, basically. There's no ifs or buts about it. If you're going to rank competitive matches, you need to learn all roles, regardless what it is. Even if you can pick like 1 or 2 healers if you don't play healer. Like, I juggle 2 healers, sometimes I play Mantis, sometimes I do Warlock, Sometimes I go for Luna, just depending on what the team needs, and I just try my best. And obviously, I try and learn as best as I can. But regardless, I will always fill if required. So yeah, tip number 3, I'd definitely say just learn to play our roles. There's no excuse. If you're not comfortable in ranked matches, just go play matches till you are. Just learn. And I'd probably say leading to follow on for the 4th is when I say learn to feel. The reason is if you got terrible teammates that bad. So tip number 4: if people are that bad in your games, in your lobbies, you need to get that good where you can carry. Now, like I said, there are games like this game, for example. I went 43-8. As DPS player, there's nothing really I could do. I got 43 kills, at the least deaths matching my healer over here. And then look at like the other DPS, for example, and I did 30,000 damage and we still lost the game. All because the last part was someone getting on the point and no one got on the point. And the only reason I had about 2 deaths because I kept trying to go on the point as well as protect the healers as well. So yeah, you've got to become, if you want to level up and get into higher ranks in general. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm in the highest rank or anything, but as a solo queue player from my players that control in PC lobbies, I've done it all live on stream. I've tried to like give feedback and people have asked me certain things in stream as well. You need to get that good where you can carry, so there won't be any excuses. So no matter what comp you're running or however bad your teammates are, if you feel that you're that good and you're better than other people in those lobbies, you need to get that good where you can carry, you know what I mean, and be very dominant in your games as well. So I'd say that's tip number 4. I just restarted all this because I just started off the top. I was going to just do a couple of basic tips here and there, but I guess we can just go with 5 top tips to get out of a low elo, onto the road to high elo per se, past diamond. Another thing I'll say is as well, don't be scared to ask if you do find some cool teammates, like, and you are solo queuing. I've had multiple invites. I've had a lot of people like not just giving me feedback, but just saying, "Oh, you godly or goated, whatever." That's fine. But if I do feel that, tip number 5 is I'd watch your replays back. As a streamer, I do watch some of my games back, and I do watch like positioning and where I've made some mistakes, or I've got a couple of deaths here and there. On average, I'll be honest, you can watch all my matches. I'm streaming every day on Twitch. I get less than 10 deaths, like pretty much every game. Like even if you look at my history here, I had 4 deaths here, 5 deaths here, 5 deaths here, and then look at the ratio: 47-5, 23-4, 36-5, 22-3. 18-0, no deaths, 42-8. So if you don't watch your gameplay back, I just recommend watching your replays back. If you feel like you're having a bad game, just watch your own replay back, because no one else can evaluate anything better than yourself. So just watch your replays back and just analyze where you're going wrong, what you think you could do better. And again, if you are, I'd say a ballpark is if you're having more than 10 deaths a game, then you definitely need to reflect and find out what you're doing wrong, because you shouldn't have anything more than double digits. As you know, even in a crazy match, a bit back and forth up to 3 rounds. This one was a bit back and forth, but they only captured it up to second try. It wasn't a draw. But I've other games where I've had a draw and I still had less, like about 9 deaths. So just say tip number 5 is keep your deaths to a very minimal. But that was another tip I said to you. But just make sure you watch your own replays. Analyze your own play. Everyone plays different. Find a character that suits you in your play style and how you play. But most importantly, definitely watch your replays back. I guess even the best players in the world, I reckon they watch the replays back and see how they can improve as well. That's why they're so good. There are some godly players out there, you know, in the highest ranks, are amazing players. And I know there are some videos out there. I've seen a lot of clickbait videos as well, saying, you know, they're coaching other people, but they're in like platinum rank themselves. So how can you teach someone else to be so good at a game when you're not even in that rank or close? So it doesn't make any sense. So like I said, for me, I'll call this, I guess, the road to diamond, or, you know, on the road to diamond video, because that's where I'm at, and I feel pretty comfortable in diamond. I've been in diamond 3, come to 2, but then again I've had a few losses of throwers or DCs that throw me back down, and even today I thought I might get to diamond 2 just to show you like where I'm at, but I'm in diamond 3. We won a few, lost a few, and it's going to go back and forth. But that is it, folks. That is the 5 top tips I'd say to get out of low elos per se, or getting on the road to diamond. If you obviously want to join the stream, I stream every day on Twitch, so if you want any feedback or help or tips, I do play ranked to the viewers as well. I can help you there, and obviously on my end I do watch my own footage back, see where I can improve and make adjustments as well. But like I said, the main thing is just look at yourself as a player, do better, be better, and then just make adjustments and just win, and just keep winning out there and have fun with the game as well. Obviously it's a very fun game when you're having fun, but it can get frustrating with doo-doo ass players and teammates too. But again, don't let them neg you out. Just focus on you and have fun in general. But apart from that, that is the video. So yeah, 5 top tips I'd say, or 5 tips to help you get through low elo to diamond, or a decent elo at diamond. And I'll be covering more on the game. I do release montages every week, so I play a lot of different characters, make some fun montages. Most of my community clips, 95% of those clips. And at the same time, I do ranked every day. So if you want to join for ranked, or you want some teammates to work with, I do game chat as well. So if you want comms, we can do that. If you want to do more like text comms, that's fine as well. But yeah, you're more than welcome to join me and have some fun in the game. But apart from that, wherever you are, have a good morning, have a good night, have a good evening. I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy and peace out.